Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to learn how to model this quarter 20 button top hex bolt just like the one seen here. We're going to use this bolt later in our toy train assembly, but let's go ahead and get started. Come on up here and we're going to do a file, new design. Alright, to get us started, let's go ahead now and create a sketch on the XY plane. I'm going to zoom in a bit here and I'm going to grab my 2-point rectangle tool, and for this feature or for this bolt we're going to use the center revolve tool later. So I'm going to draw half the profile of it, and so this square will represent the portion of the bolt that's roughly cut in half. So, and it is approximately 1 inch in height, so we're going to give it 1 inch, and the diameter of the bolt's a 1/4 inch, but remember, since we're using center revolve, all diameters need to be in radiuses. So that radius should be 0.25 divided by 2 or 0.125. Enter. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a bit. All right, now we're going to grab our line tool again. And once again, the assignment gives us diameters. We want radiuses, so we need to divide them by 2. So this distance right here is 0.442 divided by 2. So we're going to make that distance 0.211 right here. Okay. And I'm going to zoom in here because we need to make a really small line right here. And that distance needs to be 0.031. Enter. Okay. And I'm going to draw a line on the other side over here, right here. And once again, that distance will be 0.125. Enter. And then one more line coming out again, and that distance should be 0.125. Enter. Okay, and then we're going to just grab a 3-point arc. Just come down to your arc, grab your 3-point arc, and we're going to connect these 2 dots here. And we're going to make something that, and it looks something like that. And we're going to dimension the radius of this and the assignment here to be 0.236. Okay. And now we're going to trim this line and that line. Okay. And here's our profile. It's like our bolt, if we could imagine that we slice through it, right? Okay, now let's go ahead and finish our sketch. Now let's go here to center revolve. Okay, the profile is selected. We just got to click on the axis now and hit OK. All right, so now let's go ahead and model the hexagonal feature at the top here so we can actually insert our hex tool key. So we're going to go to start a sketch here. I'm going to zoom in again. All right, and now we're going to come to create, and we're going to grab our polygon drawing tool here, and we're going to select circumscribed polygon. We're going to come right here to the center, and we're just going to drag out a polygon or a hexagon roughly this size. Okay, and we're going to dimension it to be 5 divided by 32. Enter. Okay, then finish our sketch, extrude it a distance of minus 0.111 inches, and make sure it says cut and hit OK. All right, so the bolt does have a chamfer on the tip of it of a 0.03, so let's go ahead and do that. Come up here to modify, select chamfer, click right there and type in 0.03 and then hit OK. All right, so the last thing we want to do is add some threads to this guy. Okay, so let's come to create and come on down to our thread feature here. All right, and so right over here, we're going to select ANSI Unified Threads, and we're going to size 0.25. So find 0.25 inches. Right here. And we select quarter 20 UNC. And go ahead and select model. And we're going to uncheck full length now. Okay. and we're gonna click right there, and we want it offset to be 0.25 so it doesn't go the whole way up. And let's come back down here. Okay, so offset, I'm sorry, should be 0, and the length should be 0.75. And there we go. Go ahead now and hit OK, and there is our bolt. Okay, when you hit modeled, it's important to realize that when you hit model, you're going to actually, like, so if you were to 3D print this, it's going to actually make the threads. If you didn't select model, it's not going to actually make the threads if you go to 3D print it. Okay, so just to go back, I'm going to show you guys real quick. Edit feature. When you select model, if you notice what happens when I uncheck it. Okay, they're not really there per se. It just gives it the appearance that they are. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to select modeled here. Okay, and hit OK. And that is the last thing we need to do today for this particular design. And except we do want to always give it appearance. And for this particular bolt, we're just going to give it stainless steel. So let's go to metal and find stainless steel. And we'll give it a stainless steel polished look here. Okay, go ahead and hit close. And that'll do it for our 1/4-20 button top hex bolt. Don't forget to save it when you're done. Call it 1/4-20 hex bolt. Okay, go ahead and hit save. And that'll do it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.